Yes, run fans, welcome back to Light It Up with me, Sam. It is another Saturday parkrun video, and you join me. I'm in Brighton and Hove parkrun. I'm here with Seb and my sister Lucy, who are waiting for me. I've filmed this about 900 times, and they're wondering why I'm still talking. But we did Worthing parkrun a couple of weeks ago, overdid it with my hip flexor, and went a bit too fast. So today we're trying to go a little bit slower and see what we can do. Maybe a top 100, but I need to try and temper the pace. I fancy myself for a PB today, but that is absolutely not happening because whilst everything else is ready to go, my hip flexor is not. We're taking it nice and easy because we've got Snowdon Trail Marathon in 4 weeks time. So let's see what we can do. Let's go. Welcome to the channel. Squinty mole man. How fast are you going to go today, Seb? You've got your fast Invincible 3s on.
Invincible's on comfort.
Invincible 2s actually. I do apologise to all the shoe fans. Top 100?
Top 100, no, that was quite fast. Top 150?
Top 150. You got to name your place. What place are you going to come, Lucy?
147th.
147th for Seb.
Yeah.
260.
260. Okay, fair enough. I think I'm going to go for 132. I'm going to outsprint Seb and bugger my hip up in the last 100 metres.
One group from as far away as Newport. Well done. Thank you very much.
Well done. Here we go then, wonderful people. We got caught slightly off guard with the very fast 3, 2, 1 and go. We're right at the back. There's 470 park runners today, so it's absolutely amazing to see so many people out when there's probably 800 or 900 people also out at Hove Promenade as well. I think this is a bit more of a family community vibe because it's not as fast. So anyone wanting to sort of run their PBs or go super fast are probably down on the promenade. The vibe of this one is absolutely amazing. I'm going to be talking about that as we go through. So first of all, let's just go through some of the goals for the day, and also that person with the stick, the Gandalf lookalikes with their staffs, they're actually the pacers. That's the 37-minute pacer on the right hand side. So my goals for today are: number 1, don't injure myself. Number 2, definitely don't injure myself. Number 3, don't go too far, so that is breaking a sub 5-minute kilometre. And number 4, find someone to race, have some fun. Parkrun can still be super fun regardless of the speed you are running, and I think that's really, really important. You don't have to be running sub 20s to feel like you're racing or getting the most out of it. I also think you can do it all the way to being a tail walker and tail walk racing with someone else as well. Now, as we're running along and making up some ground, because we did start way too far back, we're at like 6:30 per kilometre, there is a bride who I believe is getting married today, so massive congratulations to her. I think her husband-to-be was also running, and they were playing Bruno Mars as they were running about, which is even more incentive to try and get as far away from as possible from that vibe. Parkrun 50 lady, super bouncy. She's flying ahead, so I've already earmarked her as maybe someone that I'd like to race at this sort of speed. Me and Seb are having a little look. We've left Lucy behind. She's doing her own thing, and we're just inching our way round. Now, Hove Park is absolutely beautiful. It is quite undulating, but for me, it's nowhere near as undulating as Wakehurst Place, which I've done, which is one in the south, or Tilgate Park, which is my local park. So, as you can see on the right hand side, it travels down towards the sea to begin with, downhill, and then as it goes round the corner, you head uphill and you do one small loop to begin with, and then you go up the hill again, but then the hill keeps on going up and up and up for the longer of the first loops. You then head back down, so all the time you're going towards the sea, you're heading downhill, and all the time you're going away from the sea, heading north, you're going uphill, and then it does that same longer loop for a second time for a nice fast finish, hopefully towards the end. Here we are then, heading north, and you can see in the top right hand corner we're going slightly uphill, nothing too crazy, but it's enough. And here is one of our main protagonists of the video, 43 vested buggy man, who we're going to call Mr. Plough. Seb named him that because as he was flying through the crowds, he was ploughing them out the way. And he's going a pretty decent pace that suits me and Seb. As you can see, we're on a 5:24, and that's perfect for what we're after. So we're just going to follow him through and find out where it takes us.
Oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
Yes, look at this technique, double-handed on the upslope, pushing through. And who is that? Bouncy Lady Parkrun 50. So 2 early people that we've spotted, and we're not even a kilometre in, and we're already feeling the race day vibes, which again, completely up to you if you want to run parkrun and not race anyone, but also if you want to race people, you're not harming anyone, and it adds to the fun for me personally. So that's what we're going to do. So we're hot on Mr. Plow's heels now, who is just behind Parkrun 50 Lady. Are we going to be able to find anyone else as we now go downhill? And this is where he really said, dangerous game. Look at this. He's going to get ploughed himself. He's checking behind himself. Look, one-handed, very casual, -6%. And that's the first kilometre there in a 5:51. So considering the very, very easy start we had, we still managed to stay under 6 minutes per kilometre. Aiming for around about 5, between 5 and 5:30. So let's see if we can follow on from Mr. Plough and get to those sort of paces. But he's racing ahead already. He knows we're onto him. Here we are then, heading back round for that first mile, and it's an 8:48. And I don't know if you just spotted the lady running the opposite direction, doing some hard intervals by the looks of it. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if I was going to pick any time to go and do some hard intervals, the opposite direction at 9 AM to the entire parkrun 470 runners, it's probably not the ideal time, but she may well have a very valid reason, but just seems a bit crazy. And speaking of crazy, I love these pacer sticks that people are holding. Like, it's just bizarre. Why they don't have the vest or anything, I'm not sure. But the sticks have the times on for all the paces to be following, and they go along holding it up. And it does mean you can see them from a bit further away. But just for the pacer, having done pacing myself, having to hold one of those things, you know, I hold a camera all the time, and it's an absolute, you know, pain in the arse for trying to go fast because you've got that weight and you can't do your natural running stride with your arms and stuff. So yeah, fair enough, you know, it works for me, and if people are up for it, then all good. Right, heading uphill, Parkrun 50 Lady, we're just overtaking. Are we going to see her again? Who knows? We're now on the first of the longer loops. So we travel up here, 5% incline. Like I said, it's definitely not a super fast parkrun, but also it's not mega slow. It's just one long sort of false flat. So really, really good training. If you can crack out a decent time on here, you can absolutely take a minute and a half off maybe of your time when you're on a super flat fast course. But I do love the fact it's got no 180-degree turns, so you're just constantly running round, and it's much more scenic. So if I'm not going for a fast time, I think I'll definitely be going round here instead of Hove Prom, which is the other local one to where my sister lives. But each to their own. They've got their own benefits and weaknesses, and parkrun's not always about going as fast as possible. It's absolutely about having a good time in nice scenery with a load of nice people, which this place absolutely is. Second kilometre then, and it's a 4:59. We've broken rule number 3, but to be fair, it's by 1 second, so I think I'm going to give myself a break. Seb and I, we weren't checking our watches, we were just running along, having a chat, and that's where we got to. So that's just sort of the natural speed we were going at today without going too hard, too fast. Here's another one of those pacer sticks, which just makes me laugh, really. Really good for, like, if people are slowing down, you can just smack them with it and, you know, make them speed up. This was the 27-minute pacer, and Seb and I had worked out that we were definitely on for a much quicker time than that, but maybe he slowed up a little bit of a positive split. There's that lady doing her intervals again, just looping round the opposite way to all these runners. Blows my mind. Yeah, we're in the middle of training for Snowdon Trail Marathon. That is in 1 month's time. It's me and Seb, the Southern boys, versus Ben and Sam, the Northerners, plus our friends Pete and Eva, who are running. And Pete's probably going to come top 10, maybe even win it. He's an absolute lunatic trail runner, lives in New Zealand, does all these crazy events. So he's going to be completely out of the picture. He won't be in the video very much because he'll be nowhere near us. Look at that lovely swooshy hair from that gentleman up ahead. We love to see that. L'Oreal, David Ginola at Parkrun, Hove, Brighton, as that lady comes flying past. We're not trying to keep up with those people, though. We're taking it nice and easy. Seb's checking his watch and doubting the 27-minute pacer there. But I'm sure he kept it in control after we went past. So yeah, Snowdon, 1 month's time. Training's been patchy. Check out the training series. We've got plenty more to come from that. And it's going to be a really good laugh. Can't wait to film a proper feature-length, big trail marathon. I'm doing Beachy Head in October as well, and that's the one where I'm going to be trying to go pretty fast at. But for Snowdon, we're just going to be taking it easy, and this run was all part of that, just running together. And if at any point during the Snowdon marathon we're going this fast, we're going too quickly. We're aiming for 6 to 7 minutes per kilometre at the most. Coming up to the 3rd kilometre then, we're nearly at 16 minutes, and there goes the first place finisher, whatever you want to call it. 4:57 per kilometre. That guy was absolutely motoring. Considering we've got 2k still to go and he's about to finish, fair play to him. Obviously didn't fancy a bit of a showdown at Hove Prom today, where all the fast boys and girls are at. He fancied a bit of a different type of race perhaps around Brighton and Hove Parkrun today. So again, 4:57, we're bang on, super happy with that. As you can see the pace in the top of the screen, we're heading more towards 4:30. We are speeding up slightly, but we've got the hill to come, which I'm sure will naturally slow us down. Heart rate at around sort of threshold. I was saying to Seb afterwards, it felt just as sort of much effort as when I'm running fast. I definitely can still run, sub 4 pace. Sub 4 per minute pace, and I think just the efficiency of my gait just improves as I speed up as well. So it's still the same sort of workout as we hit that 2nd mile in a 7:55. So yeah, it's just interesting that you're still getting a decent workout, heart rate, zone 2, all that other stuff. We're beyond that, so we would need to definitely slow down to get those sort of gains in as we keep overtaking people. I'm not going to lie, it's absolutely lovely starting at the back and just slowly but surely overtaking people again and again. Mr. Plough is still ahead. You might not be able to see him, but he's definitely there, and he does feature towards the end of the race for one of me and or Seb. Midway through the final climb then, we're heading for our 4th kilometre, and it is another lovely 4:57. A gentleman on the right hand side with the reluctant puppy running behind is Matt Wainwright. You should definitely check him out. He's an incredible magician, and he's also an ultra runner as well, taking the puppy for a run, but they're not enjoying it as much as perhaps we all are. Shout out to him because he turned around, we had a nice little chat, and it was good to have a quick catch up as well. So there's a tiny little dip in this hill, and then it goes up a second time, and if you're definitely at your threshold and absolutely smashing it, then I can imagine that is it could feel like quite a big effort, but really, really good training. And then you do get that benefit flying downhill the other side as well. So how many more people are we going to overtake, and am I going to be able to keep it in my pants and not go too fast at the end so I don't injure myself yet again? Last time I dropped to 3:59, I got all excited, overtook people, my leg felt great, and it's exactly the same today. I feel really good, like I can definitely do a big finish, but I don't need to. But luckily I've got my right hand man Seb, who's going to be able to maybe finish it off nicely and not risk my hip, and I can just run it in nice and easy. Or will I? 600 metres to go then, and the temptation is growing more and more. We're on a false flat downhill. This young lady comes flying past, and the temptation to chase and follow on and race for the finish is massive, but I'm keeping it easy. We're at 4:20 per kilometre, so we're definitely picking it up. The Evo SLs, I cannot tell you, they are so good. I absolutely love them. They just feel like super shoes. I'm going to do a direct test compared to my other super shoes as well, but if you told me they were super shoes with carbon plate and they were 260 quid, I would believe you. They're that good. I give Seb the green light to go after the lady and Mr. Plough and to see if he can finish ahead of them. Remember, Seb wanted to get 147th today. I said 132nd, so I'm not going to be beating Seb today, but that's totally fine. I'm sending him off for a bit of a jaunt. 7:41 third 3rd mile. Shout out to that marshal as well with the amazing Labrador puppy. She was so nice. Shouting out to everyone. Right, here comes the finish then. 150 meters left. I start seeing some people, and I want to pick it up and do a little stride at the end. Nothing crazy. I know that I'm protecting my hip, not going too far out. So let's see what we can do. Is there anyone that we're going to be able to spot and then pick off? It's a nice, flat, fast finish. 70 meters to go. We're dropping towards that sub 4 pace. It feels effortless. It feels so, so good. I'm absolutely loving it. Plenty of people be chasing down. I come on the left-hand side, and this gentleman on the right-hand side here, as he sees me come, listen to this. Come on! Oh, I don't know if he's mad at me or if I'm just enticing him to go faster, but I decide to drop the hammer. We hit a 3-minute 4 pace right at the end. It feels absolutely superb, and I couldn't be happier with that. We knock out a 4:25 final kilometer, much steadier than last time, because last time I dropped to 4:30, 4:30, 4:16, 4:10, 3:59. Overall, it was just too much for my hip, and the overall time we knock out a 25:19, so about 4 minutes slower than Worthing last time. But crucially, the hip is intact. The plan is working. We rock on towards Snowdon. The train keeps on moving. Shout out to all the incredible volunteers. It's such a lovely, lovely parkrun. I highly recommend it. Here's Seb showing me that he came in 146th place, one ahead of his predicted place. And it was Mr. Plough who took the 147th token. He got him on the line, so that's pretty impressive. Next time you go out, see if you can do that. Just want to say a massive shout out to all the people who've been supporting the channel, messaging me while I've been injured, and people coming up to me saying it's nice to see me back doing park runs. It really, really does mean a lot. So if you ever do see me, please come and say hi. I love chatting to people, and it's all about that community and that sort of friendly vibes, because yeah, that's what I'm all about. So give me a shout if you want pacing anytime. Well done to Mr. Plough. Well done to everyone else. I hope that lady and gentleman who are getting married have a beautiful wedding today, and I will see you guys next time for some more parkrun action. And I've also got a whole load of other runs and training videos coming as well. Come on! We've beaten the injury. Let's stay injury free, working hard. See you next time, run fans. Yeah! There we are then. Brighton and Hove parkrun done. That was absolutely lush. Highly recommend it. The sun's come out. The course is great. It's a little bit undulating, but very, very nice. The people were, I think it's probably the nicest. I mean, parkruns are nice anyway, but it was extra nice at Hove. All the marshals, all the people running it were very good. And Seb was one place away from his finishing prediction. 1:46?
1:46.
And it was a 1:47 prediction. And he overtook someone on the line.
It's not often you're disappointed, is it, for getting ahead of your position?
I think Lucy was pretty close. What was yours?
I came 2:40, I think my prediction was 2:70.
2:40, 2:70. Very good. And I think mine was 1:05 something. I'll have to check.
You must have been close to that.
But yeah, really good. Highly recommend it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and all that other shit. Yeah.